Hello, my name is Max Schridde, and this is my video for my final project. I decided to create Battleship, and let's just get it going. So the way to start it is you press the green flag. When you press the green flag, the boards are drawn, the lists are developed. I'll show you the list. The two lists we're looking at are the boat locations list and also the list called guest locations. Sorry, I was having trouble finding it. But now that we have both of these up here, we can get going. The rules are first stated. The board is 10 by 10 board. The top numbered 1 through 10. The side A through J. Based off of these, sums are made of the positions in the board. So for instance, A is set to 0. A plus 1 is 1. So the first board right here is represented as item number 1 in the position or in the list boat locations. As you can see, there's a 0 there. That's because there is no boat represented there. B represents 10, so B1 would be 10 plus 1, so this would be 11 all the way through to B10 would be 20, etc., all the way down to 100. Press enter after you finish reading the first rules. Inputs, it's very important that they be exact. So whenever it asks you, what the size of your boat or where you want the positioning on the board to be, you have to type it in specifically, otherwise the program won't recognize it and it'll either skip or stop altogether. Now it's telling you orientation for your ship. So pretty much if I say I want to place my ship starting at C1, it'll then ask me the size. You have 3 options, length 3, 4, 5. If I choose 3 and horizontal, it will then fill in 3 blocks horizontally to the right, starting at the position that I said I wanted to start. So we go C1, C2, C3. If I did vertically and I chose 3, it would go C1, B1, and A1, so it places them up. And I will now demonstrate this. I'm now asked where I would like to place my first ship. I will say C3. Once I get there, it asks me what my length is going to be, and I will say 4. Now it's going to say, do I want it to be horizontal or vertical? I'm going to go with vertical, because if I show you vertical, since it's a length of 4, this would run it off the board, and the restraints in the program do not allow that. So it says the ship will run off the board, and this isn't allowed. It will then ask me to place my ship again. So I'll go down to D4, or D3. Once here, I'll say 4 again. Now I'll say vertical, and it will place the ship vertically. After this, it then asks me to place my next ship. Let's say I wanted to go to D1. I type in D1. Once there, it says how big. I'm going to go with 3 this time. Now that I typed 3, it'll ask me horizontally or vertically. If I type horizontally, this will run into the next boat that I just placed, which is not allowed. So based off of this, I restrain that in the program, and it will not allow. It says you run into another ship, so I get to place it again. So I'll go D1 again, but this time I will make it size 3 and go vertical. Then it asks me where I want to place my last ship. I'll just go to G4, has to be length 5, and now I'm going to go horizontal. After this, before I go on, as you can see, the positions in the list, when a boat is placed there, they are represented by a 3. So let's say I go to G4, that starts at 64, and there are 5 3s in a row there. Computer placed its ships. It's not showed on this video or on the board because otherwise the player would know where the ships are and there would be no game. But as you can see in the guest locations list, which represents this board, the boats that the computer placed are theoretically put here, just not visually represented, and they have 3s in the list as well. So now it is time to attack the computer's ships. I'm going to go with, let's say, F5. Checks that, says no, there is not a boat there. It puts a blue X to represent that I made an incorrect guess. Now the computer will guess. Based off its strategy, it goes to the middle. Since I do not have any ship there, it will no longer, or it's represented by a blue X as well. I'm going to cheat now just to show you before I end this video what will happen if I guess correctly. It says right here, represented by 3, that at A5 the boat or the computer had placed the ship. I'm going to go A5. It says I guessed correctly, and it marks it with a red X, and now it changes that position to 2. Also, if you make an incorrect guess, it changes the position to a 1, which I will show you right before I end this video. And 55 is represented by 1. It's working with these lists that allows the AI and the program to run correctly. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy my program.